You are now tuning into The Vibe with Your Boys podcast. Starring Kyle the Kid and Mega the Boy. You dig?
It's your boy Kyle the Kid and Mega the Boy, and we are here with another episode of Vibe with Your Boys podcast. Yes, sir.
Yo.
What's good, Mega?
Bowling.
You been staying dry?
Yeah. I've been inside all the time.
I hope so, because you know, if you down here in South Florida right now, you know,
40 days, 40 nights.
Something like that, man. It's been blowing, man. Rain going crazy. We finally got to the point. It's a Monday, sun shining, man. We didn't think we was gonna be here today.
Everybody had beachfront properties.
Beachfront properties.
Everybody had that.
You had to live down in Las Olas
Nope.
or Brickell. No, sir. But we made it. We made it. You know, we dry.
I had the art.
Everything good, man. You saw that picture of Bill Cosby, bro?
Yeah. Seen it?
I'm torn.
I'm not as torn though. He looked cool. He looked like he adopted his new life.
What picture of Bill Cosby you see?
The little one when he was looking sad, not even looking sad, he was just looking sick.
And he kind of like had like a little smiley face.
Yeah, the newest one.
You know, like Bill ain't getting no cut, no nothing.
Bro, the man chilling, bro. This is his new life now, bro. But Bill had a very great life. Matter of fact, some might say he had too much of a great life, which is why he's in the situation he's in right now. So, I think he adopted like, all right, it is what it is. This is my new life.
Man, they can't just get that man home confinement to the crib.
I don't know what type of threat they think Bill Cosby gonna be at this point, but I guess
And for those watching, you probably have already seen the updated mugshot of Bill Cosby. If you haven't, we're gonna put it somewhere right here. And all right, but yeah, man, I'm conflicted because I understand the crimes that he was convicted of, but I have my own personal reservations of those crimes that he got convicted of, and I'm probably not gonna go into them right now, but I feel like there's just more to the story. Anybody watching who may think something else, do your research on it, or just check out one of the Honorable Dr. Umar Johnson videos about Bill Cosby. You got something to say? Okay. I feel like you got something to get off your chest there, brother. Okay. But yeah, man.
they trying to get canceled before
Free Bill, man.
You know Michael Jackson didn't do that shit. He didn't do that shit. Yesterday, I was just going through my little Michael Jackson, rabbit hole. No, it wasn't about Michael Jackson though. It was about Bill, but I don't want to get canceled before we start. But Michael Jackson didn't do that shit, bro. Michael Jackson got the same mic thing and Mike Tyson got going on.
What you mean?
I mean, we're gonna get into this later, but just had a weird upbringing. He was famous and stuff. But I don't feel
saying Michael Jackson was just weird?
He wasn't weird though. I feel like
nobody understood him.
I feel like people that actually knew him understood him. I feel like he had to put on this act in front of the camera, in front of the world. But I don't think that was really him in real life. And a lot of people that met him said the same thing. Like, Mike, that wasn't Mike, bro. But he was programmed since a young age to be like that. But he didn't touch some kids, bro.
And it wasn't really part of today's topic. Just to play devil advocate as far as saying that Mike didn't do it. When you think about a pure human being that has no malice in his heart, no evil intentions, what thought in their head would not want them to be around kids, no matter what anybody is saying? Like, let's say you're not doing anything. You have a true love for kids, like sick kids, helping kids, da-da-da-da. Now, granted, in the world we live in, even back then, it's weird for kids that are not yours to be sleeping in the same bed as you, or whatever the case may be, or you just, taking so much attention to them. But let's just say you're a pure-hearted man. That's normal for you. And when you look at a lot of Michael Jackson interviews, he was just like, how sick is this world that somebody just can't love kids but not love them in that type of way that you guys are talking about. And it's true, but the world we living in, I tell people all the time, we can't change it. We have to adjust. Especially if you're a black man, you gotta adjust to this world. That's just what it is. Speaking of Mike Tyson got a podcast. He recently had Boosie on, and you wanna.
You keep going, brother. I don't want to talk about it, man.
Well, Mike Tyson, man, you know, one of the greatest boxers of all time. Iron Mike Tyson, the baddest man in the world, had Boosie on his podcast, and they were just chopping it up. And there was a clip to where the internet kind of got thrown into a frenzy of where I guess the way Mike Tyson was talking to Boosie, it kind of seemed like he was like, little boying him, sunning him, and people took that, I guess, especially people who don't like Boosie, like, oh, yep, he ain't got nothing to say, Iron Mike Tyson, this and that, or whatever the case may be.
Even if that was the case, what the fuck is Boosie gonna say to Mike Tyson? I will tell you, I would never do that show. Because if I can't ask the questions I want to ask,
you can, man. It's all about this.
And bro, the man, this is the part. He didn't little boy Boosie. It was like, you talking to your OG. You feel me? You gonna soak in the game. But the part that was funny, bro, and I know Boosie was cursing his nigga out in his head. Where like, I think you like homosexuals. No, and that was off the back, saying, why did you comment on the Dwayne Wade son daughter thing? And then he was like, I think you like homosexuals, and Boosie was just like, nah, man, I'm as straight as an arrow. And I'm like, Boosie can't even really defend himself the way he wants to, because you defend yourself too much, Mike Tyson might get scared and knock your ass out. You feel me? So I'm like, nah, you in a lose-lose situation. But Boosie, man, look, you talking to Mike Tyson, man, been through so much. I put him in the field with the Bobby Brown.
Bobby Brown.
Yeah, Bobby Brown.
Bobby Browns. Who else?
Rest in peace, bro. The Richard Pryor. From stories I heard of Richard Pryor,
yeah,
you put him in that atmosphere.
And what he mean by that, people with just sad stories.
Yeah. So when he talk, you listen. Stories. You feel me? When he talk, you shut up and you listen.
I don't want to eat no food from him though.
Nope.
I don't want to eat no food.
Yeah, there's certain people, they always so bad, like you just don't want to eat no food.
They've been through so much pain.
They've been through you don't want to eat that shit.
So much pain. It's like
you can't eat that.
Can't really share too much.
I heard Bobby Brown cooking some shit. He could cook. I heard. I won't find out though.
I can't eat nothing from Bobby Brown.
Nah, I ain't eat nothing from Bobby Brown, bro.
Y'all saw the Bobby Brown movie? Played by Woody McClain, I think. The actor name is.
Woody McClain did a great job.
Did a great job, but I can't eat nothing from Bobby Brown.
Nah, bro.
Too much pain.
I don't think I could eat any food from anybody that did crack. That really, really did crack. Like, I ain't talking about like
for what do you call it? Recreational.
Yeah, not even that. That's a little too far. Like, that tried it once or twice. I ain't talking about. I'm talking about like a crackhead, like not a crackhead. 'Cause he wasn't a crackhead, I don't think. But that did it on the regular.
I mean, cocaine head.
Cocaine head. Okay, it probably wasn't crack. It was probably cocaine. Uncooked.
Remember when he said, crack is whack. Make too much money to do crack.
Crack do cocaine.
Hey, you know how sick it is? Even though like crack and cocaine, technically, it's just like what? Baking soda is the difference?
No, crack is fried cocaine.
Yeah. But I think like the ingredient like difference is like baking soda or some shit like that.
Yeah, baking soda and vegetable oil.
Vegetable oil. I don't think that's.
You gotta put that bit in the batter. The baking soda is the batter.
That's add a little.
Yeah, you feel me? That's that shit that was when the snowfall. That's what had the motherfucker going crazy.
Had a bit, a little jump to it. Your own special, when it could you a cook, so every cook got their own.
Yeah, own little special, own little recipe that they put. That's for a little vegetable oil.
But you know how sick a world we gotta live in? Be like, I don't do crap. I do cocaine. Tighten up, Bobby.
Put some respect on my name.
Tighten up, Bobby, bro.
But no, but it's real though. Like people, cocaine was. Yeah, like
that's like
it was normal.
The dirty drug.
Yeah,
I mean, well, crack is a dirty drug.
Yeah.
Cocaine, rich people.
Yeah, like you rich, you dabble.
Yeah,
you dabble. To each his own. Everybody have a vice though.
Yeah,
everybody have a vice.
Everybody have a vice.
Whether it's drugs, whether it's a shopping vice, whether it's some sick type of shit. Everybody got a vice. So
stay the fuck away from me with the sick type of shit. But
to each his own.
To each his own. But you been doing any shopping lately, Brisky?
Nah.
You got like somebody like in your life you might want to do some shopping for.
You got a plug or something? Or you got a?
Yeah, I got a plug.
Okay.
A booster.
Okay, like 50%. Like what?
On Birkin.
Oh, no, I hope you got 10%, 5%. That nigga tell me he gonna cover 95% of that motherfucker. I ain't got that.
So if I tell you I had a booster on Birkins going for a band.
Oh, I get it. Because I know I can flip that motherfucker and get 100 bands off that shit.
Fake ass Birkin. Boy, ain't no Birkin go for no band, no flip, boy.
Before you start, I know what story you're going into. Birkins are ugly. Let's be honest. Like, Birkins don't even look good. Like,
I'm gonna put a picture up, but let me really look at it.
Birkins aren't really like they're bro.
It's one of those things that you be like, I don't be worried about rich people shit. So I never really looked at it like that.
Birkins aren't all that, bro. It's just name. You know what's crazy, bro? And I don't want to get too serious about this, but look.
No, he ain't bad, dude. You gotta
First of all, if we supported our businesses,
Hermes,
yeah, it's Hermes.
Yeah.
And I was reading about the story of how it started too, but if we was supporting our black-owned businesses the way we support these Hermes and these Gucci's and these Pradas, bro, you never see a Rolls Royce commercial. You see a Hermes commercial, but you never see a Birkin. You never see like these high-end fashions. You never see them because we're the commercial for them. Like, we find pride in getting those type of stuff. Now, granted, I'm a broke-ass nigga, so you know, different tax bracket, different strokes for different folks. So I can't even afford that motherfucker. But I'm not just gonna buy a Birkin just because it's expensive. It's not. You're looking at the bag. Nothing special about the bag. But that's on the low end too.
On the low end.
Some of them should be like 130 and 140.
For those who didn't see it, Saweetie, rapper, entertainer, girlfriend of Quavo of the Migos, she was doing a video, I guess, on IG Live or whatever the case may be, and she was like, if a nigga can't buy you a Birkin or take care of you and this and that, you don't need that nigga. And it threw the internet in her friends. And I don't know why everybody talking about it like she was talking about the average Joe. But I know she was talking about me. I know she was talking about me.
Bro, people weird, bro.
Bro, you need to mind their business. Bro, you need to mind their business. But you not talking about
you, bud.
Bro, come on now.
It's one of those things like you just overheard it. Yeah, nothing to do with
you. You just heard it.
I seen that shit. I just kept scrolling because she ain't talking about me. It ain't got nothing to do with me. You know how they say, well, if the shoe fit, wear it?
Yeah.
I don't even go to that store. That shoe.
I can't even wear those socks.
Yeah, nigga.
Talking about like, yeah, but my business. Like she clearly was talking to a certain tax bracket. If you were the guy who got it, and he not providing for you, he just with you, you know, just to share the same oxygen in the same room, whatever the case may be. You don't need to be with him. That's what
I don't even think she was being serious, but I think that was just an example.
Yeah, you feel me? Probably feeling good about herself.
Yeah, ain't no way you think like a Birkin is the bar. Like, oh, you need to get you a Birkin, $150,000 purse.
I mean, it's $20,000-$30,000 Birkins.
Yeah, like baby Birkin.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you don't get no respect though. Like that's the type of shit you go to like Kroger's with, like Whole Foods. You about to go get some food. You bring up a baby.
You go to Kroger with a $20,000 purse.
You don't get no respect, nigga. You don't get no. You gotta get the big boy. That shit that look like a duffel bag. What it look like? Duffel bag. Teachers on though.
But yeah, man. So it's like people going into a frenzy. Now everybody talking about Birkin. You got Reginae talking about she been doing this Birkin stuff. I guess from like her dad or her mom.
Reginae or Yaya?
No, it was Reginae. Reginae chimed in too, talking about she been wearing Birkins and all that type of stuff. Yaya Mayweather talking about she the Birkin queen.
I'll tell y'all something. If I ever get with a girl and she think the Birkin is gonna be what show my love, I don't love you.
How deep is your love?
Not
Did
that
you buy
deep.
your Birkin? Are you parked hurting? How deep is your love? But bro, it sparked a frenzy. I'm talking about everybody talking about Birkin. You got Safari chiming in about the Birkins. But
there's some people I know that can afford Birkins.
You got your guy at Walmart chiming in about Birkins. My sister who worked down at Popeyes chiming in about Birkins. Everybody talking about Birkins.
They shit went up 100%, 130%.
It's like, why we got so much going on in the world? Why are people talking about a purse? Like, why is that so trendy? Like, that's rich people talk. Let the rich people talk about that. I'm mad. I gotta talk about it. I'm mad. I gotta talk about it. It's like people be worried about the wrong stuff, and it comes down to like where we put our values and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, because right now it's a guy. You know, he don't got no job. You know how he get his money. How he get his money. but he putting his freedom on the risk right now to get his girl a Birkin. Cause that's what Saweetie said, and his girl took that message and carried it over to him.
Yeah.
Even though he done already got her all the other designer stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you need to step your game up.
Is somebody you know?
Oh no, I sound like I was talking about specifically.
Oh yeah, because I want to slap him for you. And you probably want to slap him.
No, I don't know niggas like that. I keep niggas like that far away from me.
Yeah, I don't trust niggas like that.
Yeah, I might be right with the girl trying to finesse this stupid ass little boy. Stupid ass little boy.
What do you put in a Birkin though? You got $130,000 purse. What do you put in that purse? You can't put regular shit in the purse.
You got your makeup?
No, you can't put makeup in that purse.
They be going to the bathroom to freshen up. You gotta put your makeup.
You can't put makeup in that purse. $130,000. You can't put makeup in that purse.
But you gotta. It's Fenty though. It's dropping Fenty.
Can't put. I love Rihanna. You all. Yep. Yeah. No.
Right. Every girl put makeup in the purse. They gotta freshen up.
You can't put makeup in a $130,000 purse.
You gotta get your tissues. Your lip gloss.
No, for real, like, all seriously, I know what you're saying that's typically going in a purse, like a regular purse, like even $1,000 purse. Okay, no, but you can't put
peppermint. Some peppermint.
You can't put a peppermint in a $130,000 purse, bro.
Hey. If somebody go to church with a Birkin, they go to hell.
I ain't gonna lie, you go to church with a Birkin.
But when somebody go to church with a Birkin, he's like, you need a peppermint?
They can put out a Birkin?
You need a butterscotch? Hey. Bro,
what type of stuff you put in a Birkin? I think we need to pose that question. What items go in a Birkin bag?
I think you made a post talking about females talking about they want a Birkin so they could put a $300 secure card in Capital One.
Sick. They did want to put a $300 secure credit card in Capital One and a $130,000 purse.
You can't even buy a fit with that secure card. You can't even buy a fit with that secure card. Got it in the Birkin.
That's like tip money. You go to restaurants and shit.
Tip money.
Yeah, tip money.
Jeez.
Tip money. I mean, not if you're $2, $3. Man, I'm talking about little $60, $80 type shit.
Bro, that is hilarious, man. But y'all worry about the wrong thing out here. Bottom line, whole other thing to focus on. Election coming up November 3rd. You already voted, right?
You got to keep your will in that type of shit. Like you got to keep your will, life insurance policy,
important documents.
Important documents got to go in. You can't put regular shit. Like you can't have no receipts in your Birkin bag. You can't have no receipts. Matter of fact, you only can wear that bit like 3 times.
Definitely not an everyday purse.
The night before your wedding, the night after your wedding, and right before you die. You gotta come on. You can't go with it, so you gotta show off with it one more time.
But
and I voted, by the way.
Yeah, I was about to say, but I would say I heard once you get a Birkin for the people who can afford it, and they get it for their person in their life, daughter, wife, mother. They go up like in value. They go up in value, so
How much more value is it gonna get? Like you get a $130,000 purse, like where is it gonna go to?
Price don't go down. It don't appreciate. It appreciate.
You think you could sell your Birkin?
Yeah, probably sell like a museum or something, or like back to the I guess.
To each his own. I'm a Ross, Burlington.
It's not a depreciating asset.
DD's type of guy.
So you're a Ross, Burlington, DD's type of guy for what?
And if I really want to freak, I might do a little Macy's.
Were you shopping for that special someone?
Ain't that what we talking about? Ain't that what we talking about? Macy's got some dope shit. Huh? You tripping?
Yeah.
That's my ballpark. That's my ballpark right there.
No doubt.
Neiman Marcus, I might drive past it.
We in a pandemic, right?
Everybody like dropping bands and shit.
Yeah, I don't know if you can be able to keep up with that type of shopping, brother.
I ain't gonna fake it till I make it, brother. I'm gonna keep going as I go. When I make it, then I make it.
But yeah, man. So, bottom line is, y'all worry about the wrong things. I worry about the Birkins.
Especially if you ain't working.
Stick to the Coach bags. Coach bags.
Coach.
Coach bags.
Aldo. Michael Kors.
Hey.
Burberry's.
Black owned business Teflon bags.
What's that?
Teflon. It's purses. It's owned by a black guy.
Teflon bags?
Yeah. But I don't know if you've seen. We're
gonna drop it right here.
Yeah, I'll drop it.
Teflon bags.
Teflon bags.
That just sounds dope.
Yeah.
Teflon.
People be going crazy about it. They be selling out and stuff. And probably you haven't heard about it yet, but it's coming up. They coming up in the game. Teflon pads owned by a black man. Y'all make the Teflon the new Birkin.
The affordable Birkin.
Sheesh. But yeah, man, other stuff to worry about. Like you said, you already voted. Election coming up.
Easy process.
Early voting still going on. I'm gonna go vote this week. Official election day and last day to vote, November 3rd.
I do feel some type of way. There's a lot of people on the ballot that I didn't know from my local
district.
My district. I didn't know, so I just went with the old, if that bitch said what I wanted to say, I just pick it.
If you see like a Darren Jackson,
I'm be honest with you, there's this guy. I don't even know what his politics are, policies. His name was Kelly Big Man Kelly something. Kelly Big Man Kelly. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go with it because I like his name.
Keeping it real.
I like, and then when I was driving, I was like, okay. Plus he's black. I mean, you had to be black to do that shit. Now I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. I don't know what he looked like he fried some good chicken or some shit.
You voted for any Pierres, any Lewises?
No, I didn't. I voted for some lady named May, just because she seemed like she was very stand on her principles type shit.
Okay.
And that's about it. And obviously I voted for the main
presidential.
Yeah.
Presidential. Like I said, I'll be voting this week. I was having a conversation recently, and a friend of mine was saying that she doesn't like having conversations with people about what's wrong in this country and what needs to change with people who didn't vote. She feel like your chance to address the issues was to vote, and being that you didn't vote, you shouldn't be talking or whatever. And I definitely understand where she was coming from. Is because people have voting has became had a bad I guess asterisk by it, as far as people not feeling like their vote count. But it's when you look into it, and I'm gonna just speak on this, the electoral college make perfect sense to me.
It does. I understand it now.
It made perfect sense. And growing up,
I didn't get it.
Yeah, we in high school, elementary, because we see Obama go in, and things like that. All you see is the percentages, and 59 million people voted, and 55 other million people voting for this person. So you thinking, oh, person with the most votes win. But what we now know, that is called the popular vote, meaning that actual votes that people put in their bid for whoever they want to be president. But what actually wins the presidency is called the electoral college. Each state has a certain amount of electoral college votes
based off the population.
And I feel like it makes sense because I'm gonna just throw out a number. I'm not sure on each state. Let's say Florida has 27 electoral college votes. Let's say Maine has 5. That makes perfect sense to me.
There's no reason why Maine should have as much of an impact on who become president as Florida. Maine got 32 people living there. Why
got more than 32 people
why their take is so important as opposed to Florida? So it makes sense for Florida to have, I'm pretty sure Florida got 40, 50. But it makes sense for Florida to have about 40, 50 electoral college votes as opposed to Maine having 3. It makes sense.
Because as far as the U.S.,
we're a big part of it. The population, at least.
Yeah, our population has more of an impact on the country. And us just being Florida. We're a tourist spot.
Hot spot,
South Florida, Orlando. We're a retirement state. So just naturally, we have a bigger voice as far as, what goes on in this country.
If you ask me, I think only about 5-6 states should vote, to be honest with you. If you really want to be real with you, about 5-6 states should be able to vote. It should be New York, Cali, Florida, you feel me? Texas. Chicago, Texas.
Illinois.
I'm tripping. Illinois, Texas. That's really about it. I mean, you can throw New Jersey in there too. But that's about it. Everybody else, you got to go with the flow. Whatever happens. I don't care what Vermont have to say about it. I don't care what Vermont have to say. Bro, we don't care. What's the place that grow potatoes?
Idaho potatoes.
They could vote too. Idaho, because potatoes is a big, whatever. Y'all can vote too. But other than that, whatever we say goes. Y'all lucky I gotta say so. So y'all better take y'all 2-3 electoral college votes and keep it pushing.
Texas has a lot of electoral college votes. California,
one of the biggest states. If not, isn't it? No, California the biggest state. Isn't it?
Yeah, either California or Texas.
Yeah.
One of them. And then New York has a lot of electoral college votes.
Yeah, because there's 3-4 million people living.
And then you got like the Illinois and Indiana. They got like 14 and stuff like that. And the major stuff, they got about 4.
Okay, let me take it back. If you got more than 10 college electoral college votes, you can vote. If you got under 10, your state don't matter. You don't really matter.
And whoever like wins the most states, that as far as I don't think matters because all states matter. All states matter. We looked at a movement. All states matter.
No, that's not true.
We're saying that.
That's not true. All states don't. All states don't matter. Like if your tourism rate is under 25% a year, like of tourism money that you make, you don't matter. Like nobody cares about you. Keep pushing. Like nobody cares about Maine, Vermont. What's another place? Wyoming. Like.
Nah, Kanye got it ranked out in Wyoming. It's a great.
Wyoming. Nobody cares about Wyoming. If Kanye fuck with you, you ain't nothing special. I mean, he's fuck with California too, but you know what I'm trying to say. Nobody care about no damn Wyoming. What Wyoming good for? What do Wyoming bring to the ecosystem?
Don't they be having good football teams though? That's Wisconsin. That's Wisconsin. Never mind. Anyway, man. Yeah.
New Hampshire. Oh shit. You don't got a vote card. Hey, New Hampshire do not got a vote. What you waiting for?
Those the New York Juniors, the Canada Juniors.
So y'all take what y'all could get. That's what I'm trying to say. Take what y'all could get. Feel me? If you want people to pick somebody that's gonna run the country, it should be like the Floridas, the Texas, the feel me? The Georgia, Georgia, Atlanta, all that good stuff. Atlanta's a hot spot. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, that's how it goes. Whoever gets more states that carries the more electoral college votes,
Delaware.
They end up becoming president. Anyways, and I see no problem with that because if you win Florida, Texas, California, New York,
you're done.
Yeah, so if you win those states, and there's some states that usually if you win those states, you have a higher percentage chance of winning, or it usually helps elect the president. Maybe you didn't win the quote unquote popular vote. Like
important votes.
Like Hillary didn't. Like Hillary won the popular vote, and Donald Trump didn't. But the states that mattered. You feel me?
That's why, like, when they going on their presidential run, they really only hit certain states.
Yeah, it's called
majority of the swing states.
They call it the battleground states, or the swing states.
You feel me?
Like Florida's an important state.
Yeah.
Florida's an important state, and if you look at the county, if you actually look, November 3rd, CNN, MSNBC, whatever channel, look, it's gonna be West Palm blue, Broward County blue, and Dade County blue.
Everything else gonna look like blood.
Everything else is gonna be blood. Everything else is gonna be red, and that's how it was last election.
See, the thing is, those are the 3 biggest counties in Florida, right? But we're the most important counties in Florida. Not just because but we need everybody that is able to vote to go out and vote. You have to go out and vote because them boys up there, when the Panhandle and up there in Florida, they gonna go vote. They gonna rally up the trucks. There's gonna be 130 of them in the pickup truck. They gonna go vote. So we need everybody to go vote. We should win. If everybody go vote Florida, we should.
Those counties that got like 50,000 people or 70,000 people, they add up. And if you don't realize, that's why Florida was red. For our governor race, Ron DeSantis ran. But yeah, Florida. Those 3 states are usually blue. I think we have like a couple more other blue counties. I mean, those counties are usually blue, but majority of Florida be red, and that adds up.
15,000, 30,000.
You have to really look at it.
Yeah.
Like you have to understand it. I understand, votes not counting, the lesser of 2 evil, Biden and Trump. I'm more understanding of that, but your vote does count.
Listen, I'm not gonna get to the deep part of voting and stuff, or how I really feel about it and whatever. But I'm gonna say, one thing this year taught us is that who runs the ship is very important. You feel me? Because we went through a pandemic this year that could have been, it probably would still come over.
Yeah.
But with the proper precautions, and if it was taken more seriously, if we had somebody that, I don't want to throw Barack, but like for example Barack in office, it would have been at bay. I mean, it would probably came over still, but it wouldn't take over the country the way it did. Feel me? So it's important who we have in office that's running the ship. Even with your governor, to a lesser degree, your governor, it's important who runs your ship, because we've seen there's no, like you seen the way Andrew Cuomo in New York took over and really ran that, as opposed to Ron DeSantis in Florida. It was the opposite spectrum. You feel me? So whoever's running the ship is very important. So hey man, go out and vote, man. I'm not telling you who to vote for. I'm not telling you who to vote for, but man, vote your interest. You feel me? Vote for who you feel.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, vote your interest. Yeah, man, take it serious, bro.
All right, and moving on to that, we gonna end it off, man.
Yeah, Vermont, you ain't gotta worry about it. You can stay Delaware, stay your ass
real
home.
quickly, we ain't gonna dwell on this too much.
Idaho. Why you holding it?
Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine,
Delaware.
That it?
And all y'all stay home. We good. Cause y'all don't matter, bro. I'm sorry. Y'all don't matter.
We ain't doing no state bashing. We done with that.
We not?
But we state bashing. Yeah.
It's not state bashing.
All states matter.
Yeah, the insurance company, nigga. No fun.
All states matter, man. But Tory Lanez went on IG Live. I'm pretty sure everybody saw it.
That's our last week talking about Tory Lanez. I don't care what happened.
Yeah. I have to admit, I'm pretty sick.
Until the verdict come out, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
Tory, we 5 minutes. Boom.
2 minutes. Just keep pushing.
Tory Lanez went on IG Live, man, to address his allegations. Finally, if you guys
he did it
to address his allegations.
Did he do it?
He said he's innocent.
Okay. I know he ain't do it. I heard the album.
You guys should already know that he dropped an album a couple weeks back. You know, talking about some of the stuff that went on between him and Megan. Not exactly saying what happened. He took to IG Live to just double down on top of his album. Picking apart her story, what made sense, what didn't make sense, and just saying that he's an innocent man. That he didn't do it. He didn't say what happened, of course. But he basically just, saying that Roc Nation is playing games, and Megan knows the actual truth, and it'll come to light. And to where Megan Thee Stallion took to Twitter and said, this guy is crazy. So it seems to be a whole lot of...
I seen a lot of people saying...
She say, of course, still going on.
I see a lot of people saying that you came out and you made your statement and saying that you got shot by Tory, but once he came out and he spoke about what his take on the event was, you called him crazy. And a lot of people say, a lot of people's falling out around Megan, bro. A lot of important, like, bro, if your friend gets shot, that's not the time you take to turn your back on him, bro. You don't do that. So I'm saying, look, I don't know if she got shot or not. I'm just saying a lot of shit not making sense. And I heard Tory album, he didn't do that shit. Ain't no way he did that shit. But
yet to be seen, man. Like I said, we're not gonna dwell on that too much, man. But yeah, that wraps up the episode, man. It was fun talking to or with you guys today, man. So be sure we got some content rolling out, man. We're getting into the groove of things, so you guys be sure to stay tuned. Anything you want to end off with, Megan?
Go vote, bro. G shit. I ain't playing, nigga. Go vote. Get your ass out there. Y'all can make it a little party, a little fucking. I don't know if y'all could do the what they do before the games.
The little pregame.
Y'all could go there. Don't go there drunk. But make it a little event, man. Take your people, man. Y'all after y'all vote, go to Chili's and get a 3 for $10 and get right, man. But G-Shunk, go vote. Vote your interest. And let's take this home. And don't take it as a joke. Don't vote for Kanye. Come on, don't play games like that, bro.
Yeah.
Don't play games like that, bro.
That would make no sense.
Don't play games like that, bro. Like, I was at the voting poll and I seen the little dude come out, and I don't know if he was joking, but he seemed like he would dick that. He was like, man, he wrote in Kanye, like he wrote in Kanye. I'm like, bro, don't do that, bro. Don't be wasting votes. You should just stay your ass home if that's the case.
Fuck around, end up writing Kanye West with a R or something.
Yeah,
you must vote for him. You writing him in, but whatever, man. Y'all go vote. You heard what Mega the Boy had to say, man. That being said, it's Kyle the Kid, Mega the Boy. Vibe with your boys. Yes, sir.
Eat it!
Yay.